You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
Ladies and gentlemen, to Exploding Dice, your Geek.io live play role-playing podcast. I hope everybody enjoyed the marathon of the last episode. It did not turn out how I wanted it to, and I apologize.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was a real killer.
Like, there are hard encounters, and then there's hard mode on those hard encounters, and then there are encounters where I literally play or kill two people, and I apologize. When I almost TPK a group because, yeah, it wasn't intentional, and I apologize.
Because of tuning the
mode.
encounter.
We definitely went at it hard mode, so...
Oh, yeah, we definitely did it the hard way.
To be clear, you guys avoided the harder encounter, so good job on that.
Wait,
could
there was
have been harder than that?
Trust me.
I sense
The man in the back didn't say everyone attack. Because then it would have turned into a ballroom blitz.
Yes.
Instead of just a barroom blitz.
No, this actually gave me an opportunity to look at the other encounter that in the alternate universe that you guys would have went into and realize that one was tuned way higher than this one was.
Whoops.
So
CJ, what the fuck is with all these level 10 Minotaur bear barbarians?
That would have killed you. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
It's like, oh, look, there's an entire room full of werebears. Oh, great.
I would have been re-rolling Alora for a different reason.
The hell is that? A Jew bear?
It's a Jew bear. My new favorite thing in the world. So congratulations on winning that fight. I'm not a monster. Welcome to level 6.
Hooray!
Hurrah!
If he was a monster...
just got reworked.
Yeah.
I get a new class feature.
Carrie has to rework her entire character because as we are recording this, the day before yesterday, Wizards dropped the new Artificer. And I'm like, hey, stay with what's updated. And which will be great if they decide to say, nope, we're breaking the Mystic halfway through recording this.
What you talking about? Mystic's already broken.
Yes. That's kind of the fun thing of doing playing the playtest things. They're constantly evolving, but it's one of those things that me as a GM, like, no, just make sure that you stay up to date with them. And I don't care if you play them. So it is, sadly, it's one of those things that you kind of have to monitor because I ain't doing it. So yeah, but don't feel bad. You're not the only ones playing playtest material things, and somebody on this podcast can directly determine something that may happen, and I hope that they don't. But
that wasn't cryptic at all.
Yes, it was. So last time you guys barely made it out of that encounter alive. You got a bunch of stuff for it though, so
yeah, we did.
Which my favorite note is drugs, like a lot of drugs.
A considerable portion of drugs.
Some of us walked away with PTSD of gnomes for some reason.
So say we all. Clowns and gnomes, two things that are justifiably okay to be afraid of.
Oh God, what if it was a clown gnome?
Just wait.
Did anyone?
I know who the final boss is.
Did anyone hear that?
But yeah, so you guys got in there, got your stuff, and limped your way out of it, and not before setting it off in a blue, red, and golden sparkle eruption that kind of turned into a volcano as it got sunk into the ground. And then a raptor crawled their way out of the dirt, literally. Well, not crawled, melded their way out of the dirt.
And then they high-fived.
Yes. And then there was an epic team high five. And that is
And
where
another explosion for some reason because Team High Five.
yes, for whatever reason, there's always an explosion with the Team High Five. It's still scientifically trying to be proven at this point.
Well, no, what we do is we turn away from the explosion, pose as a team, and then a multicolored explosion goes off behind us.
As per Super Sentai rules.
Of course. And that is where we will part the veil of reality. The wind kind of, as you guys are talking and as the feeling of everything happening kind of sinks in on you guys, the wind just gently blows. And a familiar man clad in a pretty decent suit and sunglasses walks up to you guys. It's your good friend Telle.
I could tell.
Good. You're not dead.
Neither are you. Impressive. Trevor levels his gun at him.
Not for lack of trying.
You didn't get any of the lace stuff, did you?
I've learned a while ago not to really mess around with things in there. Now that's not really a thing I have to worry about anymore. My favorite bar is gone now. Awesome. It deserved it.
Jack hands him a bottle of the top shelf.
Sweet. Appreciate it.
No worries. There's the only thing in there worth saving.
I have a place for you guys to stay tonight if you want it.
Elle looks kind of hesitant and looks towards the group.
Trevor keeps his gun leveled on him.
Green is not comfortable with that.
He holds his hands up. He goes, I mean, the offer is there. It's getting late, and there's probably some heat going on right now. So I don't know if you guys have places to get ways to get places that you guys have, because I know certain magicians do, but the offer's there.
Yeah, you would intentionally draw that heat toward yourself for us.
He shrugs. It's entertainment. Plus, I doubt any of that heat could find where I would bring you. You don't become a tour guide in a place like this without learning places that sometimes sight isn't seen.
Suppose that's fair.
Can we roll to detect bullshit?
Absolutely.
I would love to roll to detect bullshit.
I got a 17.
I got an 11. I don't know shit.
I got a rock.
Yeah.
No, I got a rock.
I had to reload roll 20. What'd you get?
5.
I got a 7.
I think Katrina's just over it.
We're all over it.
She's really tired and she almost died today. She's done. Like, you guys thought she looked grouchy before. It's like there isn't even a hint of a smile.
She went from resting bitch face to active bitch face.
Yeah, exactly. You thought that she looked frowny before, but now it's like a smile has never crossed her face.
Ever.
How the fuck did it phrase it that way? Roll 20. What are you doing?
Wow.
Weird. Why you do that? That was Zatesh rolling.
Yeah, and it rolled at the result, instead of saying 12, it says 10 plus 2.
Which is weird because their modifier is 6.
Well, it's because there's the 1d20 plus 6 and then a d4 for guidance.
Weird. Why? Oh, that's why. So
that's why.
Good. Good job. So it's that annoying thing, even though you guys rolled high, it's that annoying thing where you are not entirely sure if they are telling the truth or they are lying, but you don't detect an outright bullshit. The only one who would get kind of a whiff of it would be Z. And even then, you kind of get more of the feeling that he is telling the truth.
All right. As much as it pains me, we don't have a lot of options. It's either we fend for ourselves and try to get out of here, or we take this chance and...
the train's not running. Train's done until the morning.
Yeah, so we're either going to walk on foot and take a long way back. Probably get stabbed along the way.
Most likely,
Many
yes.
times. Again.
Yeah. Or we hold up somewhere where we think will be all right, and we fortify it. Elle and I can take care of that. And we just rest up.
I want everyone to keep sharp objects away from me. I don't want to die again.
The Tesh holds their claw going towards his face.
Get away.
And directly behind him, there's just one of Jack's claws.
And behind that is Zatesh's bladed tail.
Well, if Z says that's what we should do, then I'm with Z.
I don't think any of us wants to deal with a mob tonight.
We just dealt with one right now.
Yeah, well, you never been through a Rakdos night parade, have you?
They're not fun.
Thankfully, no.
Yeah, don't.
So he hands you guys what looks like hotel room keys. He goes, follow me. It won't be too long.
Another hotel room key. This only leads to trouble.
And, go ahead.
Just no more alcohol for you tonight, okay? I was really worried about you.
Yeah, that was bad.
Anyone else's key say Hotel California?
Yeah, there are no discernible there are no discernible like logos or anything like that. It's just what we would recognize as hotel room keys as players. But yeah, it doesn't you make that joke and it's fine, but none of them have anything written on them. So I don't want to step all over your joke, but
it's okay. Most of my jokes are just outside of character anyways.
I hope they have some spirits there.
Not since 1969.
You almost just were a spirit. Are you sure you want to meet more of them?
I was one. Zatesh just stares off into the distance.
Elle pats their arm comfortingly.
And Telle purposely leads you guys through a very complex way of getting you away from the pretty much the what looks like the Rakdos probably bought several square meters of land strictly for this. So after that's been leveled and cleared over, like there's nothing around you guys for a bit. You guys get back into the precinct proper, and he purposely leads you guys through a very complex network of sometimes going through buildings, sometimes going under buildings. You definitely have seen that building 3 times, and eventually get to a what looks just like a residential 1-story house. And he walks up to it, knocks 3 times, and the door opens.
Twice on the pipe if the answer is no.
And he comes back and kind of bows. Your humble abode. Apologies for the complicated way. Needed to make sure we weren't being tailed. And if you look back, there is another Telle that is there. And
Is that you or your brother?
It shimmers away and like fades back into him.
Oh, answers that question.
Invoke duplicity. It's a fun thing.
Neat.
And Zatesh is kind of, I don't have enough energy to be paranoid about this. And they walk through the door. Oh. It's bigger on the inside.
So what do we do with the card things? We just hold them?
They he nods. He goes, they allow you to see what's in here, and they also allow you into your rooms. This is a factionless safe house.
Oh, these are quite rare.
Yeah, and they're very hard to keep.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get some shut-eye.
Yeah, we should definitely do that, but we should also keep watch.
I feel like I need a bath after being in there.
There's bathrooms in each room, dear. Water's clean, I promise.
Gotta be cleaner than clown sweat.
Oh, yes. Not a fan of the Rakdos myself. And as you guys walk in, it's a pretty functional area on the kind of lobby side of things. It's definitely not a upstanding kind of hotel, but it's definitely not like a hostel. It's kind of one of the budget hotel lobby rooms. You have a coffee pot over there, and you have a few chairs, and then a hallway that leads down one way, a hallway that leads down the other way, and stairs that go up.
Josh and Monica know the exact hotel I'm picturing right now.
Yep.
So is this the Decatur district in District 10?
Yes, it is the Decatur district. I say Raul knows what I'm thinking of.
Well, we did have to walk quite a bit to get here, right?
Yeah, exactly. And there's a train station about a mile and a half away. There's a Rack-Donald's that's right there.
Oh, God. Clown Juggalo McDonald's. Sounds horrifying.
With extra metal.
Oh, that gives that gives the mascot Ron McDonald a whole different.
Oh, it's like the Ronald McDonald on International Drive that they used to have out there that looked like it was giving the Nazi salute to traffic.
Hail hamburger!
It looked like it was supposed to be waving, but it definitely looked like something else.
Of course. Yeah, and the rooms themselves, they have a twin size bed in them, and they have a fully functional it's a room. It's a place to lay your head. Jack may not be particularly comfortable on the bed, but it is a place that is, and it's relatively comfortable. Like, the bed is comfy enough. The sheets, for those who are meticulous about these things, are clean. All the bathroom linens are clean and everything like that. It is not a hellhole.
Do we have is it like a group suite kind of thing, or any of the rooms adjoined, or are they all just little sleepy cubby holes?
They're all kind of sleepy cubby holes. There are no doors between suites.
And we all have our own restrooms, right? Showers.
Yes. Each room has its own.
Rikus will go into his tub and just go to the prone position and turn the shower on. And just start rocking back and forth.
Can't sleep.
Can't sleep. Gnomes will eat me. Can't sleep. Gnomes will eat me. Can't sleep. Gnomes will eat me.
Thank you, Josh.
I get you.
And Trevor will stay out of his room and in the lobby for a while. We'll sit there and just chat up Telle for a bit.
Z is going to spend some time taking his armor off and also drawing a bath.
And as soon as his goblin flesh touches the warm waters, you just hear a of this pain. So much pain.
Yeah, how thin are these walls? Could we hear each other?
No, they're pretty thick.
Thick with 2 C's.
Maybe even 3 C's.
These are meant for they're meant for privacy. It is very obvious that these are meant for people who don't want to be talked to. Especially Z and Katrine. You guys know these factionless hideouts they're by faction law illegal.
Right.
However, they fall under the radar because they don't affiliate with any faction.
Right.
And for the most part are allowed to operate because they still do pay taxes and things like that on them. But you know that they do more good than harm. So as a rule, unless something breaks out in one of these, they're usually left to their own devices. But these are ones traditionally these are for people who escape factions and become factionless outside of their own faction, not ones that are born factionless and choose it. And especially in this district, leaving the Rakdos is not usually a thing that happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after the bath, Z's definitely going to... I'm assuming there's some nice robes to wear, so, he's comfy. And he's going to spend some time tinkering away on one of the pistols he acquired.
All right, well, then give me a roll of your tinker tools, please.
Sure.
Tinker!
Oh, I forgot to put tinker tools on my sheet. That's a problem.
I think it's Dex plus your proficiency if you're proficient in it, if you don't want to.
Yeah.
See, I just keep hearing Tinker Toys.
Pretty much.
Okay, it's going to be a while. I'm not used to this construction.
Yeah, you almost break it. Yeah, you hit one screw out of place, and you almost strip that screw out, and it takes you a good hour and a half to make sure that it's back in even operational order. And you being you, not firing live ammo in a room, realize that you're finally getting feedback when you're pulling the trigger, at least.
Okay.
It would pull bullets in if it had bullets in it.
Well, I can make some later. That won't be hard.
You almost destroyed that.
Yeah.
To a point where that pistol has now a 2 on its misfire.
Wait.
So note that, Jackie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Elle is going to clean up, change back into part of her old clothes that she was wearing before the Rakdos stuff, just like, tank top and shorts, basically, type thing. And she's going to do some work on her cannon, basically setting it up to try and get it to remote fire for safety purposes. This is that thing that we discussed earlier, CJ.
Yeah, give me a concentration check or constitution check. Sorry.
Constitution?
Yes.
Con save or just con check?
Con save.
Con save. Okay.
Because doing this is going to take a long ass time. So you're going to push yourself past the point of exhaustion, especially considering you were knocked the fuck out in the last encounter.
23.
Yeah, you're able to, by the time you're done with it, you realize that it's about 4 a.m. You're able to set it up how you like it. And it operates it finally begins to operate, and you let out a squeal, and realizing as you look at look at any kind of timekeeping device. Oh, it is very, very, very late / early.
Gonna pass the fuck out.
All right. If you wake up with everybody else, you are not going to get a full rest, but you will get a basically a half rest.
Okay, so I get like some HP back or something.
Yeah. Roll your hit dice. It will expend only half of them. Nice crit on that one.
Yeah.
So that was one hit die.
Yep.
Ah,
Half of one is still one in this game.
come on.
You can roll a second one basically for free if you want to.
Okay, cool.
If you're going to spend one, you might as well go and spend two and expend the same amount.
Click the thing. Hey.
2 criticals on your hit dice. Full HP back on both of them. But yeah, you only expend one, so. And I think you only used one spell in the last encounter.
I used all of my spells, I
Oh,
think. I used at least 2 because I used cure wounds on. No, I did use 3 because I used cure wounds on Rickus, I used cure wounds on Jack, and then I used sanctuary on Jack.
Okay, so you gain 2 of them back.
Okay. Sweet.
If you get the full 8 hours, you'll get all of this will be for naught, or 6 hours rather. Sorry, but if you're going to be waking up with everybody else, then you're gonna. It's not a full rest.
Okay, so she will probably need to be woken up. So I will leave that to the party whether to let her sleep or to come and get her.
When they all wake, well, yeah, Katrine will definitely come get her.
Like immediately.
Yeah, because they're gonna want to leave.
What is everybody else doing that night before we get to that point, though?
Katrine goes to her bed and takes off the minimum required for being comfortable, and then goes to sleep.
Rickus will put on a. Oh, go ahead.
Like I can't sleep in chainmail, I guess, because that would leave many ring sores in the morning. So I'll take that off, I guess.
Pulls up the blanket, puts the shield back over her body.
Rise of the shield blanket.
Might not be that bad, but it's mostly just because she's so exhausted she doesn't have enough energy for anything else. It's been a long day, guys.
Rickus will just crash out for the night.
Zatesh pretty much made a beeline to their room and just stayed there. And Trevor, like I said, chats up Telle for a while and then makes his way to bed.
What's Jack doing?
On a dark distant highway, cool wind in my wings, bronze tendrils. Is this hair or is this tentacles? Tentacles.
You can check in, but you can't. Oh, Jack got smashed.
He did smashing. He has a right to be smashed.
Yeah, Jack took an entire room down.
He got smashed, but not in the way he was aiming to earlier today.
Yeah, that was only Trevor.
Becky, let me smash.
I gotta stick.
Morning comes far sooner than any of you want.
Well, fucking gods, if I could punch the fucking sun, I would.
Well, I know Z and Katrine have morning routines, so we are both probably up and ready to go, even if we're not really pleased about it.
Yeah.
So does the Tesh and
Wake
Trevor
up.
both have routines that they do. So
Jack also has a morning routine.
Is
Wakes
it
up,
sleeping?
He brews the strongest pot of coffee he can, and then he cuts the pot of coffee with a bottle of alcohol.
Sounds about right.
As he pours it in the coffee, it lets out a little puff of smoke with the cross and the skull and crossbones.
Oh, good. It might be strong enough. Take the entire pot and...
Z will probably end up cooking breakfast, so there'll be some eggs and toast, and probably some.
you don't really have a kitchen set up in there, so.
Oh well, he'll make one now. I have enough basic engineering skills. I can do it.
The fuck did you do to my lamp?
Guys,
It's fine.
like how the guy who's all about laws and regulation is now the one destroying private property.
It's
This
not
is
even.
an unregulated property.
It's not in
Yeah.
the bylaws. I can do it.
Neither is this motherfucker.
Also, he never said he wasn't going to put it back.
Yeah.
Fight the bylaws. I'm going in dry.
You guys are definitely missing an L. I imagine Z knows exactly where she is.
Where's L? Oh.
L. Sorry.
It's like, knock, knock, knock. L! Breakfast is ready.
Silence.
Bang, 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 bang. I'm not gonna say it again, and if I have to, I'm getting Katrine.
Was that any louder?
Yes.
I'm tired.
All right, you asked for it. Walks over to Katrine. We got a stubborn L.
Oh no. Takes a deep breath and she'll go to the door, and with her gauntleted fist, she will hit the door.
You cop knock.
The cop knock.
It is the cop knock.
Oh god.
RPD.
Don't let it cop knock. Oh god.
There's a high-pitched whine emanating from the room now, and it does not sound like a living person's voice.
Oh. Katrine opens the door.
It's locked.
All right. Can I make a strength check against the door?
God, yes.
I'll assist.
It's 19
Yeah.
versus door.
Fuck that door.
Fuck that door. Yeah, so Katrina's gonna try and bust through the door.
Does
Oh,
successfully.
yeah.
Before whatever is making that high-pitched whine does whatever it's going to do. Which Katrina's not really sure what it's supposed to be. But she already knows enough about Elle to know that it's not good.
Well, you hear a terrified shriek when the door crashes, and the whine intensifies. And as the door falls to the floor, it reveals, like the curtain on a stage, an arcane turret pointed directly at your face. And there's now a terrified Elle curled up against the headboard, clutching some kind of detonating device.
Elle, what did we say about building things late at night?
Why? Why are you
Well,
knocking down people's doors when we knew this isn't the place that we trust? You scared the living.
Ah, come on, baby. Don't be mad. I brought you toast.
hey, wait a minute.
She kind of like pauses for a second, and she's still like mildly hyperventilating. Did you say toast?
Toast.
Well,
The turret disarms and she reaches out her hand.
get dressed, Elle. There's eggs and toast in the kitchen.
What
I mean,
kitchen?
or not.
I made a kitchen.
You
Okay.
didn't make a kitchen. It was here.
So,
No making kitchens in my house, cop, or you're getting out of here.
Does Jack give her the toast?
I mean, he'll dangle it above her head.
The turret
Katrine-
activates again.
Katrine, meanwhile, is faced with a giant turret.
Well, she deactivated it when Jack bribed her with toast, and then
Yeah.
he's taunting her with it, and now it's pointed at him.
Yeah, but also, she's faced with a turret, and she doesn't like it.
Oh, Z's so unfazed by this that he just walks out back to the hallway. It's like, look, you guys settle this however you want. I already know she's awake. That's all I care.
hey Z, you're gonna hear like someone eating in your room where you made the breakfast.
It's in the kitchen in the freaking lobby. We did not make a kitchen in Z's room.
Okay, are
You
you
do not have a magically expanding kitchen that you can suddenly make. That is not a...
We can make it happen.
Yeah. Okay. Rick is gonna be
Caradios' crafty kitchen.
Rick is gonna be down in the kitchen, just like eating everything that he can.
Hey,
Munch,
save
munch.
some for the others.
Okay. As he continues to eat the mountain of food that he's put on his plate.
Munch,
It was
munch,
just
munch.
here.
Yeah, you were supposed to wait for everyone else, you jerk.
Trevor is also partaking in this, just not a mountain of it. He shrugs.
She takes the toast. The turret calms down again.
The turret takes the toast, eats it. The turret is pleased.
Should the turret
Golden
be
brown,
eating
just how turret
toast?
likes it.
What was that, Ro?
Should the turret be eating toast?
It's a turret. It can do what it likes.
You gonna tell the turret no?
I mean, the last time I saw something that was supposed to be inanimate eat something, we had to destroy that table.
Look, when the turret asks for toast, the question is not whether it should have it or not. It's, do you want butter and jam?
Are you in? I thought you were in the lobby.
Yeah.
So we've gone from Plot Bear to Plot Bard.
I mean, same, yeah.
Did the turret actually eat the toast, or can Elle have her toast?
We're having fun. The elk can eat her toast.
Katrine will go get some food and then finish her morning like exercises or routine-y thing.
Elle is now curled up against the headboard of the bed, nibbling on the toast. It was watching the door for me while I slept.
Like
If anyone
the
tried to,
muzzle.
if anyone tried to barge in, I could. And she holds up the detonating device with a switch on it. You know, so I didn't have to like aim or anything. And then, guess I overslept.
Is it a conveniently big red button?
Glowing like electric blue. By the way, her hair is blue again now.
Yep. And Z will just proceed to eating breakfast for the morning because he is too tired to deal with anything else.
Elle will
What kind of
eventually.
a kitchen doesn't have any salsa for the goddamn eggs?
Yeah, it does.
We can't grow tomatoes here.
Elle will eventually, once her toast is finished, come out for proper breakfast.
So yeah, you guys, it's kind of a continental breakfast kind of thing going on. Food is functional, if a bit flavorless. No salsa for the eggs.
Cardboard scrambled eggs, a couple different kinds of toast with a few packets of different jams,
Yep.
bagels,
Lots of bagels.
and bacon.
The jam,
God.
the jam and bacon game is on point though.
Those powdered food service eggs are damn near inedible.
They are
Well, these are actual eggs, but
cooked to the point where they're overcooked.
As long as they're not the powdery ones.
no, these are actual eggs and made regular. It's pretty much just a bunch of scrambled eggs because that's where you get more volume out of. And the morning, like the crew that is down there is a lot more colorful in the morning getting breakfast, and there's a lot more people in the lobby area. Telle welcomes you guys, and he doesn't have his sunglasses on. He doesn't have a suit on. He's kind of in a shirt and jeans kind of thing. Morning.
I see business casual is no longer just business. It is now casual.
No, I'm only need to dress up when I'm out on the streets, man.
That's fair.
I don't cook in my suit. That's how suits get ruined.
Yeah, that's very true. I couldn't get out the smell out of my armor for a few days after that last incident.
I wish we could find the toaster, though.
No, we're not finding that toaster again. That thing can just sit in the junkyard where it belongs.
But I want to...
But what if it takes the junkyard over?
Well,
I mean, it might.
Look, that is a concern for the Grull. They can deal with an autonomous, self-replicating toaster.
But the Tim... No,
I do not appreciate having my head being toasted.
that was an accident, and the temporal implications of self-replication in inorganic objects are just too good to pass up.
Well, luckily we didn't suffer a paradox out of it.
Yeah, though imagine if I'd have tried it with the egg
Wait.
beater.
Paradox. I thought you guys did everything in triplicate.
God forbid a triodox.
I can't even imagine the paperwork for that one.
It's probably a mountain.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you need it, but it doesn't exist. That's why it's a paradox.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to test fate out, if you will.
Alrighty. But if you ever do, I'll build you a waffle iron.
Tell kind of gets down to your guys' level. He goes, and I hate to bring this up now that I know you guys were kind of messed up last night, but he kind of holds his hand out and goes, it's going to be 100 gold per person.
Looks over at Elle. You got all that gold that we got? Somebody must have. Yes.
I mean, I wasn't going to announce it in a room full of people.
Well, it's irrelevant now.
So that is 700 gold.
Yeah, here you go.
Couple bottles of top shelf.
Sorry, man. I appreciate it, but gotta keep the lights on.
I mean, this stuff probably burns pretty good.
That's what part of the explosions were.
What can I say? I like my assets liquid.
You better watch out, Al.
Was somebody saying that in character, or was that just CJ?
That was just CJ.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that could be Trevor.
If Trevor says that, does she just kind of give him this really confused look? Like, what are you talking about?
Sorry, I've been around him too long.
Jet grins. He will pay the man though.
All right. So you guys, if it's coming out of that big pot, you guys got now 3,300 gold of cumulative sack money.
Sack?
I imagine Elle is the Bob at the moment because she's the one with the bag of holding.
Pretty much.
Which is funny because give the second shortest and when you count armor, probably lightest weight person is the one carrying all the party's shit.
That is pretty funny.
Yep.
Trevor kind of looks at him and goes, "So are we good to go to the train and tell? Yeah, if you guys get there, if you guys leave now, you guys should be able to get to the first train without too much issue. They were up pretty late, so probably not much going on that is actual Rakdos activity."
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Can I nap on the train?
Sure.
I don't see why not.
All right, let's go.
All right, as you guys leave, I mean, I made the joke of it being about a mile and a half. It is about a mile and a half away from the train station.
All right. Well, before we leave the factionless building, Z is gonna head over to Rickus's room and knock on his door.
Rickus,
Yeah.
open the door.
I go over and I unlock every single lock that's on the... Yeah.
So I don't want to be too impersonal about this, but your armor sucks.
Yeah.
No, I mean terribly. Upon closer inspection and upon our previous encounter, I have assessed that your equipment is substandard and absolutely abhorrent.
I mean, it's... I wasn't expecting to go right into a fight.
You should always be prepared for combat.
I'm a bard. I don't fight.
Yeah,
The
sure.
GM screams,
You
"Then why
don't
the
guard real well either.
door?"
Right. Sure. All right. Let me just come inside and mend your armor and make it actually not so absolute abhorrent and obsolete. And you can just stand there and look pretty.
No, he can't.
And so Z's going to spend some time putting up some some enchantments and things like that, and some more metal pieces on it. So Raul, you're going to have a +1 to your armor class until either our next long rest or until I actually die.
So, well, we just did a long rest right now, right?
Yeah, but your next one.
Okay.
My next one. So it will last until then or until I actually die.
Whichever comes first.
Right, exactly.
So you said it's a +1?
Yes, it's a +1 to your armor class. And after he's done...
Excellent. It is now only a Class C standard level instead of whatever that was before.
I'd give it an F.
I would give it I would give it a Q.
Yeah.
Are you making upgrades again? You see
No.
Elle come out of her room. She's buttoning her little pouch shut.
No, a Class Q is completely unusable in combat.
Oh, no wonder I've never heard that one.
Yeah, it's rarely ever used. Well,
Pats Rickus on the back.
all right, you're not entirely well, what's the word I'm looking for? Dead weight. That's right.
Trevor goes, "I was going to say useless."
I mean, he was kind of.
Come on, give me a
You know
little
what?
bit of compassion. I literally died less than 24 hours ago.
And we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen again. So
And that's why I called you a dead weight.
you and Z, when we get some time, you guys come to my lab and we'll make you something, maybe.
Oh, a piece of advice: don't touch anything.
Yeah, don't touch anything.
You don't want to know
Alright.
what happened the last time.
As Z gets very like the staring off into the distance look.
Didn't you say something once about having to scrape a guy off the wall?
2, actually.
Oh, it was 2 originally?
Well,
Fuck.
it was 2 that became 1 that became, well, less.
Poor Inspector Goldblum.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when that asshole tries to steal my research.
I mean, yeah, no one felt sorry about the funeral. I only had to write, the 700 pages for the paperwork for that.
Fair.
Train.
So are you guys heading
yeah.
back to? Are you guys heading out to Karn, or are you guys heading out to District 3?
We should probably report back.
Yeah. So you guys get off in Precinct 4. A pretty short ride.
Mm-hmm.
And the normal trolleys and things like that are operating this morning, so you can actually pretty much take the trolley from the train to where you guys need to be near the Transguild Promenade. And you guys get there, and Trevor kind of goes, "All right, see you in a bit, I guess."
Sorry.
He shrugs.
I mean, I could try to throw you up there, but
Nah, I'm good.
landing would probably suck.
I appreciate the sentiments. Weird from you. Emotions are weird from you.
You gotta fucking tell me.
Ew, just go do your thing.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Please tell me we all hold up our rings like the Captain Planet.
Yes, and then we actually teleport like the Power Rangers, and then we appear in the power center, and Karn is no longer physically there, but it's an astral projection. And
Giant floating head.
Yes!
Yes, actually, no. So actually, in character, they get up to it, and Elle's just like, "Okay, we can't. Please do this with me. We gotta make this fun." And she actually does run up to it and like punch up in the air and strike a pose.
Zeta shrugs their shoulders.
Come on, it's fun.
Got nothing better to do.
Katrine literally just holds her arm out.
Same. So he's just like, whatever.
Yeah. He'll strike a fantastically fabulous pose. They'll strike a fantabulously fantastic pose.
See, Zatash gets it.
If we're gonna have to do this, we're gonna do it right at least.
Thank you. What are Rickus and Jack doing?
I just go in normally. It's like you guys use the super special effects. I just walk in through the side door.
I mean, it's
There's no
a million feet in the air. There is no
You guys
side
taking
door.
the elevator, right?
Yeah, we're taking the. All right, I go ahead and spin my little my guild signet, and let's go. How does this thing work?
How does this thing work?
Is this thing on?
Can we go back for a second, because I think I left my stomach down there.
Did Jack pose?
He always poses. Everything he does is posing.
He's such a poser.
Rickus gets up there, and he's just like, almost like Jeff Goldblum in The Fly. When does the tingling wear off?
It most likely doesn't.
Morning.
Good morning, Guild Watch, Gate Watch. Apologies. I met with a previous collection earlier called the Guild Watch. How was your investigation?
We blew up a clown bar.
Don't worry,
Righteous.
it was sanctioned demolition.
Okay.
I have all the requisite paperwork if you so desire it.
Did you gather any information from them?
Katrine will take out some of the papers that are in Abyssal. We learned that there were 66 souls that were traded in this blood contract for, what was it, the return? Is that what it was?
Yes.
I think that's what it was. That's pretty much all we learned. Plus, also, we have this coded thing that I need to spend time decoding.
Its eyes will just kind of glance over the over the contract.
Need input.
Fascinating. I am not sure what this is, but there does not seem to be anything that has been caught that has not caught our eye that could be considered a return. So either this contract has not been met yet, or whatever it was not obvious to us. And things are very rarely not obvious to us.
I mean, that's probably what they were attacking the Transguild Promenade for, is the 66 people they need to kill.
That would be a fair assumption. Thankfully, that had not been taken place. Good job, Gatewatch.
Thanks. So, someone was recording the whole thing, turns out.
It blinks its eyes at you. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, Trevor found a workstation that was broadcasting, but we didn't have time to find out who it was going to.
This is distressing.
Hey, is he a turret too?
I mean,
Only if I've drinking my coffee.
Ah, you too, huh?
I mean, output has to output regardless. Because I have not heard back from the other two about I would imagine that they had went to investigate the Grohl incursions. Did they reach out to any of you?
they reached out to his head.
Reach out and touch someone.
Hell pokes you.
Rickus has a bald spot.
Yeah. Bird took it right out of his skull.
Don't remind me.
Toucan? No, toupee.
What was the information gathered?
They found the Gruul War Party. No changes, and they will. Well, they said they were going to spend the night, so pretty sure that that's what they're still doing. We haven't heard anything since.
I appreciate the information. You know, you could have just used your signet rings to return here.
I mean, we could have, but then we would have left Trevor behind.
What is a Trevor?
Ding ding.
Trevor is a babysitter.
He's Jack's friend. I mean, I guess he's our friend, all of our friend now.
Hmm.
You said I was too short to fire a gun.
I wouldn't go as far as friend, but
Oof.
he exists in our lives.
Ding.
I mean, it's so great that this guy didn't pretty much literally save all your lives or anything. That's fantastic. I'm glad glad that didn't happen at all.
But Jet saved all my life.
I mean, yeah.
He goes, so I would imagine that you would be making your way out to District 3 today with your Trevor.
Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna end up doing.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I need a nap.
Seem displeased.
I stayed up too late. Now I'm
Yeah.
tired. I got a cool turret, though.
That sounds like a you problem.
I didn't say it wasn't.
This is a YP, not an MP.
Yeah, we
Congratulations.
changed it from MP. It's ED now.
Congratulations on your turret.
Thank you. He's shiny.
Your turret has a gender.
I mean, I guess. It didn't tell me if it had a gender.
Interesting.
I think the robot demigod wants to fuck your turret, L.
How many input slots does it have?
Hey, baby, let me show you my RAM. This drive is solid state.
Not canon.
Oh, God, now I'm just picturing the hard drive whirring sound.
Could be worse. The orgasm was just a dial-up noise.
Oh, God.
And Josh.
No, you should have seen Josh last night. That was broken.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he just kind of sits there waiting for you guys to do anything that you're going to be doing. Karn does not seem particularly interested in giving you further information at this time.
I guess the best thing we could do is just head out to that Gruel War Party and check it out.
Please do not die. It would be a pain to find new Gatewatch.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah, especially since nobody's going to volunteer if we die.
Correct. I would be required to indicate that the previous Gatewatch had died in the line of battle. It would be difficult to sell your job to other people.
Yeah, if there's one thing applicants hate, it's a high turnover rate.
Yeah, especially when the turnover involves death.
And not strawberry.
Or apple.
Apple's good too.
Cherry turnovers? Ooh.
Ooh, guava.
Kind of cherry.
Oh, guava turnovers are so good.
Get a little bit of cream
All
cheese
I'm
in there.
hearing is French.
Yeah.
I don't
All right,
understand anything
guys.
you guys are saying.
I'm really hungry now.
Sorry.
Well, Rick is gonna. I'm sorry. Z's.
God damn it, it's spreading.
It's spreading. God damn it. Z is going to kind of check his gear for a quick moment. It's like, all right, let's just get this over with.
Have a nice day.
Can't you just like beam us down there or something?
Don't you have like some kind of mechanical?
Don't you have some kind of blinding light, vertigo?
Sweet.
My tinnitus is acting up, so I'm like, man.
Trevor lifts his hat. It's always fun watching you guys come down from there. Must be a hell of a trip.
Yeah, coming down's always the worst part of a high.
I
These
think
squares make a circle. Oh, these squares make a circle.
Elle is somehow sitting on the ground now.
Don't let it bother you.
Z's just kind of like, my knees.
I gotta make a potion for that.
Maybe someday we'll get used to it.
No, I think it's just because I'm getting old.
Oh, well, there is that.
You're not that old.
I'm technically middle-aged for a goblin.
You're old.
Age is all in the mind. And in the knees, I guess.
Yeah, tell that. Yeah, my knees are definitely feeling it.
I'll make you something when I get back to the lab.
Will it explode?
No.
Probably.
Of course.
Right. All right. Let's grab whatever gear we need because I think we were a little underestimating what we were doing. Also, we need to also probably deposit the several kilos worth of illicit substance.
Yes.
Nah, I figured that was part of the rations.
Zitesh licks their lips.
And Z says no to the both of them.
It's weird seeing a raptor pout, but you're definitely seeing a raptor pout.
These are confiscated evidence.
I can help dispose of it then. It's illegal substances.
Look, when we file the paperwork for actual disposal, we'll consider it.
Yeah, in rations, not all at once.
No, I mean, I would take my time with it. That's a lot.
All right.
Yay,
Katrine
creatures
just
that
has this-
survive off of
Katrine just has this look of like complete like she does not believe it in any way whatsoever from the behavior she's observed so far that she doesn't trust that at all.
There's no sense of restraint for Zitesh.
Yeah.
Jack starts putting a straw back in his pocket, but it's like one of those boba straws.
All right. Well, do we think we need to split up and get our resources ready before we head out for the precinct 3?
I think that sounds like a good idea. Well, I mean, there's nothing
good.
much I need. I mean, you helped me with my armor for a bit. Oh, I do need. I do need some spellcasting supplies real quick, just to.
Well, that's easy to acquire. Look, and Z glances over at L.
What do you need?
I will need. I am not vamping.
I like how somebody has completely ignored the fact that as long as it does not have a gold value to it, that I don't keep track of these things.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Hey, Raul, you've
Yeah.
only played this game with me for 3 goddamn years. You have played fucking spellcasters in each and every one of my games.
Yeah, you've never.
When would that? Why would that start now?
I don't know. Leave me
Okay,
alone.
look, a convenient bag of spell components in this dumpster.
As long as your spell does not require a X of Y value, I don't care.
Okay. Just leave Rick as
You can find a fucking
alone.
twig. You can find a fucking silver thread. Like,
Okay.
like once you start getting spells that cost gems worth 10,000 gold, then we'll talk.
That won't be long.
No, it will not.
Stupid raise the dead.
All right, so you guys
Guess
just
what doesn't have spell components?
Rub it in.
it just has PowerPoint components, and then I just have to throw large encounters at you again. I found your weakness. Lots and lots of enemies. It's the same weakness that I throw at monks. Lots and lots of enemies. Because eventually you just tap out, which is ironic because we're playing a Magic the Gathering game. Moving on!
Right.
So, you guys doing anything before you take the tram back up to the train station?
I mean, if you guys are going to go shopping, I'm going to take a nap.
I'm just gonna wait at the train station for everybody to get there because I'm ready.
Let's see. Do I want anything from CJ?
Yes, dear.
So being a Boros Legionnaire, I have the ability to do requisition for simple equipment. I think I need to define simple equipment.
No, there is the definition of simple in the items.
Oh yeah.
Like simple weapons, stuff like that. Like you'd be
Am I able to get things like alchemist fire?
No.
Just asking.
I mean, you have an alchemist in your party.
This is true, but I can get these for free. Okay, in that case, I need.
Since when is and I'm just gonna make fun of you because it's fun to make fun of my players. Since when is never dying flames simple?
I mean, in that case, I will probably need to bring some crowbars and probably at least one telescope.
At least.
Yeah.
Katrine, there's a sleepy L on the bench next to you.
Katrine will watch over her while she takes a nap.
If you are requisitioning things, it's gonna take some time to get there. Like you don't have them for this trip.
I mean, it's just me grabbing a couple loose bits of equipment, but otherwise, I'm not going to spend like a whole bunch of time. It's like, here's a short requisition form. Here it is. All right, thank you.
The person will be like, "Okay, I'll be ready for you to pick up in approximately 12 hours because bureaucracy bullshit." Ha 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 ha.
I might as well catch up on my paperwork. Stomp. What do you mean there's now 16 stacks?
12 hours later.
We're not sitting at the train station for 12 hours waiting for you to get your requisitions. No, thank you. Katrine will lose patience far before then.
So we will wrap it. Everybody getting back to the that is where we will end tonight's episode. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. It's been so much fun doing this episode. Love you guys. geek-io.net/discord, patreon.com/geek-io. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Boy.
Bye.
You have been listening to a Geek.io Media Network, LLC production. Would you like to convert that to pounds? Copyright 2019.